Just explain to me what back on now.
Welcome back, everyone. Just a couple of little technical issues there, but we are back, and Tom took the previous frame with a nice little clearance.
Is it working now, yeah?
And Tom is also on the clearance here, on the reds. He just has to worry about where the cue ball is going to end up. It's going to almost go full ball into this yellow, and obviously if it does go full ball into the yellow, the momentum of the cue ball will stop and it will just stay dead. So he's kind of trying to make it flick off the side of the yellow so it can go on the right hand side of that red. So a little tricky shot here. Flick off the right hand side of the yellow, which brings the cue ball over. And a nice little double kiss there. There's not many times you get a nice little double kiss, but that was perfect for him. So now just cue this ball in nice and confidently. Been cueing all weekend. He's going to be a bit of a long cue in here, which isn't ideal, but he's got a solid cue action. I don't think he could have struck that any better. Yeah, solid from Tom.
Man down, sorry guys.
So Tom took another 2-frame lead now then. Stepping up the mark a little bit. Ian's again just thinking about his break probably now. Just wants to get a ball and a comfortable set. A lot of background noise at the moment.
Yeah, really busy evening up here in Chatham Pool and Snooker.
I've got Interleague tonight, so there's a few matches on.
Two additional matches with 13 people on each side. It's a nice atmosphere.
It's quite busy and a few people watching the old match, so it's good. Made a ball.
Even the people who are playing Interleague are watching the match as well. It's kind of garnering the attention of a lot of people.
Yeah, I think more people will put a bit more pressure on for you to perform a bit better. Some people obviously find it a bit nervy, but I think these boys are pretty settled in now. And so they both had a decent little break between their matches from semis to now. So
yeah, Ian went for a comfort break and a food break just before the final started. Very clever. And Tom was finished to his
way
match
before, didn't he? So he had enough time.
He beat James Green, and then just got some food and sat there waited. These reds are a bit tricky for Ian, but these are the type of clearances that you're probably going to have to clear to be within a chance of beating Tom this weekend.
he's just played that there. He dropped his arm a little bit, I think, there, and didn't cue that very well. Giving Tom another go here. Probably just play this and try and flick one of these out here. Just got a bit unlucky there.
Yeah, it's not too bad of an outcome though, is it, really?
Yeah, he's only got one fairly easy ball to play up the rail, and the rest are a bit tricky. Guess he's probably going to look at doubling the red on the left here, I think, than or trying to get it out than playing the lost of turn or the skill shot.
No, it's a bit tricky here. This is not nice at all. I mean, he could theoretically cut this red into the middle and play like the lost of turn skill shot.
Yeah. Try doing Sundo hit it a little bit. It's not bad, Leave.
No, so Tom can pot this top right. Top right, and kind of just play a nice little top spin and try and get that one on the cushion next. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I think if you don't take the one, take this one now long, and then get on at least the one by the bottom of the pack. It's a bit unfortunate there. I think the one on the right, you could always play down the rail later on. So at least just trying to get on the one by the racking line, which he did, but it's just a bit unfortunate on the pot. Not quite sure if this plant goes here. Don't think the double's on either. I'm not quite sure, so we'll be looking at the chop. Just play this well along the rail, and as long as you get to in the draw, it should be alright.
Harry! Come on, check them shoes, mate. He can't get as close. He can't get as close. He's smaller. They're 4Gs.
This has become a tense little frame, hasn't it?
Yeah, so been a bit. He hasn't really had much to go there on that one.
No, he hasn't.
Obviously took the pocket now, but it doesn't really matter too much because I think it'll be alright to get down this one by the racking line. So.
I mean, I would be playing this yellow's closest to the cue ball, off of the red into the pocket, and kind of like nestle those two reds together.
Yeah, as you say.
And then with the cue ball, try and get it on the right hand side of the table.
Would you be tempted to take the one on the right first?
I'd be playing the one in the middle, and then I'd be playing upwards, because that's the only disconnected ball.
Do what you say. I think trying to just.
Yeah, he's left himself a really good angle there.
Yeah, he's played alright. Yeah. You just pinging it back a little bit, or going off the cushion?
No, just playing it normal pace in the pocket, a little bit of top spin, just making sure you go through the cue ball. And the cue ball will end up on the left hand side of the table. He left himself a tiny bit straighter than he probably wanted to do. But he's absolutely fine here.
Didn't even see that. That's alright.
Yeah, absolutely fine here. Absolutely fine. He's got a choice of two here if he really wants, but he's going to be taking the one in the middle just to kind of nestle into the cue ball. Yeah, just soft. And because he's played that soft, it's just come off the cushion so nicely.
It's got a bit of angle here, just to kick back over towards the middle of the table on the left. Just play it into the bottom right.
Yeah, just like again, soft screw. Let the cushion do the work. Let the cue ball do the work. That's what it's all about. No point doing something extravagant when you don't need to.
Yeah, 100%. For a 3-frame lead.
Oh,
Hits the knuckles
Wobble,
and
wobble.
drops in. He's getting a bit loose. He's getting the arm going. He's simply working, taking his out quite nicely. Do you think if Tom keeps up with the work, do you think Ian will get into double digits?
yes, it'll be fine. This is going to be a lot closer than the scoreline is right now. I think it's going to be a two-frame swing either way.
Yeah, I think obviously Tom's like favourite here, but obviously Ian's played him before and beat him in multiple tournaments, so it's just about, like you said, I think the breaks and who's queuing the best at the time, I think. He's gone for the front ball this time. Made a ball.
Yeah, and if you keep finding a ball on the break, you're going to give yourself a lot more opportunities.
100%.
You know, these reds are
Especially in a layout like this, do you know what I mean? These reds are it's definitely going to go here.
appetising, aren't they?
It's one of the things you can dream of sometimes when if you're not starting off well, but seems to be doing all right here, and he'll be quite satisfied and happy if he can take these out and continue his success from the break.
Just planning his route here, so he'll be going. I think it's just because he's going a bit more up the table than he would want to on this. So he's looking at playing the red off of the yellow into the middle. The only thing is that could tie up the 8 ball if he's a bit unlucky or plays it a bit worse than he could do, but I mean, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. It's always a risk playing a ball into a cluster, because you could knock one safe, but he's playing at a really good pace. Now the 8 ball only goes into one pocket.
Just taking this red by the bolt line here, I'm guessing now. Is he cutting it in the middle?
Yeah, I mean he's looking at the one down in the table, but I mean realistically you're probably going to have to go now, right? You can't play safe.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So he's going to play this one down here.
Try and go for the chop. Okay. Nice. So I was a bit confused with that shot, because you play it at that pace to make sure the pot, he's going to maybe wanted to come up a bit more for the next red by the bolt line, but and he's got, this might be alright here, just to chop this.
Yeah, no, I actually think he's actually a bit more okay than we think.
Go for 2, back down to the middle.
Yeah, just a tiny bit of traces. See what I mean? He's just traced it there,
Yeah.
and he's absolutely hit that.
Yeah, it's perfect.
That's a great shot. That is a superb shot.
Black goes in the left middle.
It does.
Just leave a little bit of angle here, just to trek probably anywhere onto the right near that yellow should be fine. Some people will probably be interested in trying to nudge that yellow and be on it, but there's no need.
No,
You
absolutely.
know, just leave yourself pretty much dead straight or a little bit of angle. I think he's fine here.
Really nice comment from Mike in the chat, and he's just put props to Lee and the team for the weekend quality stream.
Oh yeah, it's
And
been really good.
as someone who has been watching the stream when I've been at home, I completely concur with yourself, Mike, and it's a great stream setup. And Chase and the rest of the team. I mean, Jamie Gamble probably was in the commentary box for like 12 hours straight yesterday, wasn't
yeah,
he?
he was on and off and swapping with Crow and
Yeah.
Charlie McDowell, but yeah, he was in there a lot.
Incredible, all of them, absolutely fantastic. So well done on behalf of all the people watching.
Yeah, it's been quite good to be fair. We've got, I think we ended up getting about 1,200 viewers. Currently just sitting at, let's have a little look. Currently sitting at 53 viewers, so it's not too bad. We did get up to about 150, I think, earlier on. As the evening goes on, obviously there will be less. But another one for Tom there, 7-3 lead. Just picking up the, widening that gap a little bit. And now with Ian's break. Going for another cut break here. Done the cut break to start with. First one he went a bit dry, and I think Tom dished, but after that it's been a bit more successful. He's made a ball here. A little bit slodgy by the racking line and the bottom right.
I mean, these are tough, aren't they?
Yeah, it's a bit of a funny one here because reds are the better one, but again, there's three that are a bit iffy. But obviously, yellows have got control at the bottom right at the end of the table. So, would you be tempted to take yellows to have control?
I'd be taking yellows here. Yeah, take control. Try and get that one in the middle of the table open as quickly as possible.
You could always play the bottom left first and just come back up to the top of the racking line and then just play the one on the left and go into the reds. It's just whether this one on the bottom right in the middle of the three goes. If it does, then he can flick into the red. I think he might be looking at maybe playing this one and screwing into him. Played that very well. He's played that well.
Very clever shot.
Yeah, just dislodged them at the same time as keeping himself on a ball. Would you be tempted to play the one on the left middle here and go into the red? If you can make it a little bit of angle, or play the plant?
No, I wouldn't. I'd be taking the one. I'd be taking the plant straight away now.
Yeah, pushing the red over towards the cushion a little bit.
Yeah, just I think he's just going to try and open up this yellow, is he?
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. It's the only problem with doing that is a bit hampered queuing now.
I think when you're 7-3 down, you just have to be a bit more sure.
Yeah, I think you're trying to chase it a little bit here.
Yeah, and I think that one actually you could have hit it into the middle
of the reds and have it still been on a ball.
No, I think you could have been on hit it into the middle anyway. I think it went.
Yeah.
I think it didn't need to play into.
I see. Yeah.
You only really need to play into a ball when you have to play into a ball.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You want to take all the risk out of it, ideally.
I think some people call it a little bit lazy work if you're trying to develop a ball or get on it more than you need to.
I mean,
you can have a ball here.
I'm not saying that Ian shouldn't have gone for it. I'm
course,
just saying
yeah,
that at stages of a match.
Must be easier routes to get back to get the frame.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah.
Just cover the pocket there. I think might better just come off the cushion and push the yellow along the rail a little bit.
Yeah, I think it kind of. I don't think it actually is beneficial to Tom too much. Just because of the choices that Ian actually has.
You might be trying to play. If you're trying to look at maybe just doing the lot of turn here.
I'm not a big fan of it. I'm not a big fan of it just because that.
You're still living the shot,
red,
aren't you?
Those yellows at the bottom of the table will play really big off the cushion.
You only got to just tap them, haven't you? And that one should nudge in.
Yeah. So he's gonna play with sort of like a lot of left hand side to try and pop the ball as well.
I think that might be alright. You still play this in the middle here, so I don't think he needs that pocket.
So what he's going to do, he's going to pop this one in the middle here, and then he's probably going to try and get onto the one on the left hand side cushion, so he can leave himself a nice skill shot, like be directly behind this skill shot.
Yeah. I think With this kind of gap here on the skill shot, it's much more easier than it is when it's right on top of it. But yeah, because the yellow's on the left-hand side of the pocket, it makes it a little bit more tricky. But if he gets behind it, he should be fine. And again, I think in this rule set, covering a pocket is a disadvantage for you because your opponent can do the loss of turn. Or if you've got other balls around it, can stitch you up a little bit. So I feel like if he does just do a loss of turn, it's a little bit pointless.
Yeah, he won't be playing a loss of turn. He'd be going definitely for the skilly here. Now it all depends whether he can straighten it up enough. So you're probably going to have to put a little bit of side on the cue ball, just to.
Are you trying to nudge the red here?
No, you're going to try and open up and nudge the yellow. So
okay, yeah.
and now you're going to play the skilly.
Would you not rather play the one in the middle and then be a bit more straight?
If he can't get onto it now, then obviously he's going to have to. And I think he's so tight here. I think it's probably the best option. But the only thing he's worried about is the cue ball next. So if he plays a skilly here, he's going to be directly on something. But
yeah,
if he plays the one in the middle and then plays the skilly, he's going to leave himself a really tough shot next.
You'd have to try and screw back to the one in the middle, wouldn't you? So.
Well, I'd be playing it with top spin, not screwing.
What now?
Yeah, I'd be playing with top right, just to swing it in.
Yeah, I think you
just because the yellow's on the knuckle.
So with this now, obviously he's got to try and, if he is going to do that, top it a little bit for this to go into the left middle.
See, now I play this for a bottom.
Yeah, and then play the red into the bottom left.
Yeah, no, I'd be playing to the middle. I don't think you need to worry about that too much. I think you probably play this with a little bit of side as well, so it'd be opposite side, so the bottom left here. But he's kind of thumped it instead of playing the skilly.
End up stabbing it a little bit. I think.
Yeah, and that's a World Rules player skill shot attempt rather than a Black Ball player skilly attempt.
I think you might be able to just. Do you reckon you might be able to knock this out?
I think Ian's in a bit of a spot of bother here.
I don't know if this pocket. If you can.
I think he's going to have to take the one up top, isn't he, and then come down, and then maybe play a loss of turn.
Yeah, he's going to try and. The thing is, with a loss of turn, is if he does end up leaving a bit of a shot on, I fancy Tom to probably make a good attempt at getting it.
The thing is, one thing Ian has is a lot of cue power, and you'll be seeing the cue power here. I mean, that's a great attempt.
Got a bit unlucky there. I think if this wasn't as close, he would be tempted to maybe play off the cushion or just screw back and and obviously lost a turn. But it's going to be a bit harder here.
Yeah.
If he's touching ball, I think he's laughing.
Yeah, it's not touching, unfortunately. Just because if it was touching or anywhere near close, he would have been looking at it straight away.
100%.
So
he would have been in the world of trouble, I think, Tom, if it was touching here.
Yeah, he's not. I mean, Ian is in a spot of bother.
I think he's looking at jacking up here. I'm just looking at him over the top of the stream.
He is. So this is going to be very close to a foul because he's going to almost push it. He's pushed it, fortunately.
I don't think it's a foul. He's carrying on here.
Carrying on. I mean, I don't think.
It's hard to see from where we was, obviously.
Yeah.
Because of the stream, but just pulled up. Got away with that a little bit.
And the expression on Tom's face hasn't changed one bit as normal.
Yeah, he's a very serious player, isn't he? He doesn't really show much body action. He's very serious on the table.
Yeah. Now just swing this off two cushions.
And he's cue's a little bit like Aaron Davies. Puts his head over the cue. There's a few players that play like it, but it's strange how it does seem to work. And everybody's goes to show how different everybody is at cueing the ball and how it works. His dominant eye probably is left. But again, stepping up the mark here and punish that frame. It's now 8-3. He's nearly halfway through the match. with a 5-frame lead. And Tom's break as well. Are you right? Do you run back?
So, Tom to break in this 12 frame. It is dry, and Ian will have a clear go at these yellows. Starting off the yellow, either in the middle or in the bulk.
Sorry, I just wanted to see what the score was.
It's 8-3.
To who? What was it? Oh, sorry, no, you jumped in, sorry. I couldn't see who was. I could see it as 8-3, I didn't want sort of who.
Yeah, so he's taking on one in the middle, and then on the one on the right hand side. Just to flick open this red. So what he's done here is what most pool players should be doing, is going after their problem ball first, which he's done. Now it's not exactly as much as he wanted, but he'll be fine. It is quite isolated. He's going to have to play a shot. Yeah, and I mean he's going to have to play a shot on this one at the bottom of the table. I mean he can kind of hold on this yellow, play the one in bulk next, and a bit of bottom left just to straighten it up and kick it out a little bit more. But that red by that yellow on the right hand side is going to play pretty big. So he's either going to stun. I mean, he's played a really good shot there. He's probably just going to stun this. Come at the table. He's not come as high enough as he wanted. So now he's either going to have to play a really good shot and miss the reds, or leave himself a really tough pot on the one on the bottom of the table. But I think he's going to go for the one on the bottom of the table first. But it's such long queuing. I think it's the only option. I don't think you'll be able to get on it any other way. Oh, that's a superb shot. And this for a snooker player is like the 8 off the spot, black off the spot here. That's a great clearance from Ian with his break next. That's a real big frame. Ian cuts the deficit to 4 with his break next. That's going to hurt a little bit. That's going to hurt a little bit. Because there's a route already, you can kind of play the one in the middle of the table and go up straight away for that isolated ball in bulk, and then work your way downwards. That middle one is a perfect connector. Absolutely, Mark. I completely concur with you. Tidy clearance. You'll be seeing a lot of those during this match. So Tom is making sure of this clearance just because he doesn't want to give Ian the momentum. I mean, there's a shout for taking a one in the middle first and then down the rail. But personally, that one in the middle of the table that is closest to now, it should be the first ball. And if he really, really wanted to, he could probably nudge the 8 ball out even more than it is currently. And he's going to take yellows. I mean, for me, reds are the balls all day long because they all just go on to each other here. But I've never missed a ball from this commentary box, so. And Ian's in a similar position. He could play this one in the middle of the table, red in the middle of the table into the top left. And that gets rid of that red. With yellows, the only reason I'm saying go red is just a little bit tight with the yellows in the middle of the table. I mean, you could. I'm not 100% sure if the one by the 8 ball goes to the top right. He's got to be really careful he doesn't knock the red into an unpottable position here, but he's played it really well. The only troublesome thing he's going to have is getting from the bottom of the table up the table straight away. That's a superb shot. Just he can pot it, but it's just fighting for position here. He's just fighting. But he's such a good potter. Sometimes it just doesn't matter.
come back from a couple of minutes, getting a drink. So sitting at 8-4.
Yeah, Ian took out a nice clearance, as you probably saw.
Still a long way to go, yeah? So they are playing it a lot. Have gone a lot quicker in this match than I would have thought. So they are. There's definitely been some very good pool going on here.
Do you not play Interleague?
No, I was going to add a couple of little chances before the season, speaking to a few teams about playing, but one of them ended up disbanding, and then I've not really got round to thought about it, to be fair. Do you still play?
I don't play Interleague at all. No. So, because I play for Surrey and I live in Kent, you
Okay.
can't play for two different counties Interleague side.
Okay. Some of the players from the tournaments just walked in the door from their interleague already. See how the match is just finished. Main focus is this final at the moment, sitting at 8-4. Tom's playing some good pool here. Just to see if he'll play the skill shot here or not. Lost a turn there, not bad. He's obviously still got his red tied up at the black here. He's got one in the open. Jamie Swayland in the commentary booth just rolled up. How'd you get on tonight, Jamie Swayland?
I'm back, everyone. Yeah, Rochester Elite League game in Jordan's. It started 15 minutes late and we finished at 8:30. We won 16-2.
Good result there, good result.
Not badly.
Who were the two to lose the frames?
Sorry?
Who were the two to lose their frames?
Bart and Galloway.
Good result there from you boys, well done. Start off the season. Second match in, I think.
You lost the first match, didn't you?
Yeah, to Romney, yeah.
No, to New Romney, the Invicta.
Yeah, it was a nightmare. Nightmare fix.
It was a nightmare, the man says.
No, I'm only going to drink chip.
Again, regarding this comp, Swayland was inputted and Joe Nulty on running it, and they've done a very good job.
Superb job.
Alongside Lee Crowhurst and obviously playing it out of his club. All the tables have been recloughed and everything else this week coming. All levels, this big tournament of the year so far.
Yeah, we've got in 2 months' time we have the Medway Open. So
Yeah.
I saw on the poster downstairs.
Kent Open further on in the year as well.
Yeah,
And towards the end of the year we'll have the cool serve that we just had.
yeah, that's in December, isn't it? That's an invitational, right?
Yeah, towards us for the again similar to this, a little bit less money, but yeah. Past elite players that have played in every year get priority, and then dependent on who's interested and who goes in the next one is invited. So there's a few good tournaments. They've also got the pool calendar out for the autumn KO,
Spring, winter,
KO,
summer.
spring and summer ones that are coming up, which is eventually quite good.
they're like mini opens. Honestly,
Yeah.
the caliber of people in those is superb.
And they're all coming down to the winners of them, and they'll be doing a doubles and trebles competition. We'll all be coming down to into the Champs of Champs spot, which will be held at Chatham as well at the end of the year. So it'll be about £1,000 to £2,000 for the winner, free entry for winning the competitions throughout the year.
Did you get an entry in that for winning the?
I didn't win it in the last dam. Michael Cairns won it in the end.
Sorry.
That's all right. Yeah, no, I beat the most players in it. I took out a streak of 7 players. Alongside Brad Peake, he took out 6. And then I lost to Dean Coppen, who then went on and called out Josh Wheeler. He then pulled out Brad Peake and beat Brad. And then Michael Cairns, his first match was in the final. Ended up beating Josh 10-3.
That's the way you do it. That is the way you do it.
Easy money for him. They carved the money and played for the champ spot. So it was two juniors in the final. It was a good stand for Paul in there. About 42 people. And they just split the money and played for the champ spot, which is fair. So
Nice.
2 friends didn't really want to call each other out. We all said that we wasn't going to do it. It had to be done at some point. So that's what we ended up doing.
And we're just talking over this frame just because it's turned into a little bit of a tactical fest.
Yeah, so I don't think neither of the player wants to go here really.
No, Tom's in a lot of control here.
He doesn't really want to be moving these balls or even trying to get the blackout. So
No. The only troubles and shot that Tom's going to have here is making sure the cue ball doesn't go in, and he's going to make sure of that by absolutely just playing a nudging shot.
I think all the time that Ian's got his balls down this end of the table surrounding the yellow and the black, I think Tom will be fine. Just trying to leave Tom bridging over a ball or trying to open up his balls a little bit. In which, depending on how he plays these, will determine if someone's going to decide to go or not. Just trying to keep it fairly safe.
Prime viewing Faversham at the moment. It's on the big TV.
People watching now, they down there.
Yeah.
But we can always just give the camera a little rotate. I'm sure this will quickly zoom over to us in the commentary booth. Here we are.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Everyone will have to see us in the corner of the room.
Cue
I think
ball.
he's just gone in off here. I think it's just what Whitehorn wanted.
What are you doing here, Chase?
He could play it off the yellow, but again, he's not going to develop it enough.
What about the loss of turn?
Red. What playing the?
Hitting the red and knocking the yellow in down on the bottom of the table?
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah, what, putting it over by the pocket? Letting him trying to...
Well, yeah, I mean, you can probably just flick off of it. I mean, he's going to be really attacking here, and he's going to be playing the off the yellow and the cue ball into the black and hit double hitting the blackout. But the only problem with that is that you've still got a tough red up the top of the table.
Yeah, it's not in a great spot. It's just I think it's because the black's right there as well. So you're going to get one ball out and probably not the other, or unless you try and whack them and get both out.
Yeah.
Obviously doing that shot there is not no good to anyone really. Obviously it's helped Tom out a little bit, but if he needs to get that down that end of the table to try and get the black out. So it wasn't really. Yeah, Ian's in a lot of trouble here, I think.
Yeah, Ian's been second favourite in this frame for a long while, and even that ball in hand didn't really help him.
All the time he puts this over the cushion here, I think this is the worst shot he could possibly do, because Tom will just play the loss of turn and then leave him nothing. You might be able to see an edge on it, but it's not going to help him at all. And Tom Tom will just be able to break open the red onto the black or full ball into the black by using this yellow at the bottom of the table. So I think you might just try and put his ball on the cushion here, but
Yeah, Tom is in such control in this frame.
sometimes it's like, you know, he's just gone for a bit of a funny shot there, just to try and screw down the table but and go off the yellow, but he's trying to chase something that again that's not there.
Yeah, and all Tom will be doing here is nestling a ball over the pocket. I mean, he could go if he really wants to, but I don't think he will. I think he's just going to make sure when you can get that ball in hand, or you can get that.
You need to get the white down the end of the table by the bottom of the racking line, if anything.
Yeah.
If he does decide to try and go, but
That racking line, that end of the racking line is perfect. So
yeah, 100%.
he could play the plant, and then he's just going to nestle up behind this yellow on the
Yeah.
left-hand side.
Just flicking this one off here, opening it into play a little bit more than it is, would probably be alright.
I think it's just the cue ball he's going to care about. Don't really care about the yellow too much. Just make sure he's got a snooker.
Would you be putting the cue ball on the cushion here, just on the well, either at the top or on the left?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, literally, hopefully a direct line.
Thing is, all the time if you go and move the red on the left-hand side, you're going to open up the black, aren't you? So there's
Yeah, well, you want to play this yellow as close to the you leave the yellow as close to the cue ball as possible.
so we can't hit the red on the bottom.
So you can't hit a one cushion. One cushion escape to no good in these at this level.
So he's left him it there, but he doesn't really got much of a shot on.
I mean, he hasn't. I mean, again, Tom is in such control. He can play about with this for the next 10 minutes if he really wanted to.
Would you consider trying to chop this and pull it over the pocket and leave it to try and develop it later on?
Double it and try and lost a turn.
You're just putting yourself in a bit more trouble doing that now.
I mean, now Tom can pot this one on top left and screw back, right?
Yeah, I think because there's no error at the bottom of the table. If anywhere by that bottom of the racking line or to the cushion, you're perfect really of natural angle.
Yeah, and the
Just
reason
go for it now.
exactly he's perfect. That's a great shot. And the reason he's left that one on the top right.
So you can dislodge it and then leave that for next if he does come out a bit scrappy.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's even better. Look,
Wow.
he's got a bit fortunate there, I think, but
Just a bit. Just a bit.
that'll just give him a bit of a natural angle to a little bit of top right. I would
Just hit off the knuckle.
just to come over. Yeah, could have come down a little bit further, but he's got close enough to back himself to pop this. So.
Yeah, you'd be fine. You just make sure you cue the ball. Put the cue through.
Always just do that. Just leave it a little bit lower. Could always, if you didn't feel confident enough dropping it, just top it a little bit just so the white comes to the bottom of the table. But at this guy's level, their potting's good enough, so there will be no problem there. Taking another frame into the lead. Now up in it, 5-frame lead and halfway through the match for Tom. What do you think Ian's going to be thinking here, Harriet, in terms of as he is 5 frames behind?
I think he's going to be a bit gutted, to be fair, that he's been in this match and he's had chances
Yeah,
in a lot of the
100%.
frames. He's had enough chances to be level, at least.
It's one of them ones where sometimes, like you said, he sees that you might not even see it quick enough, or you've seen it too quick, and then you've gone the wrong pattern than what you wanted to do, or even just a couple of little misses can
Yeah,
twist the match big time, you know.
one frame is 2 frames, isn't it?
Oh, 100%. And I think that especially if your brakes aren't going well, then it turns into 3 or 4 frames.
I mean, this is a prime example of kicking a man when he's down, right? I mean, Tom has just broken like a god.
Oh yeah,
And
flick the hardest ball out, and now every ball goes.
Absolutely perfectly.
So I think we're taking the. I'm not sure if this one goes along the rail here. I think it should be all right.
So I don't think I think he's not able to see that one in balk at the moment.
Could be playing this half ball off the red and pushing it down the table a little bit. It's not too bad. Just means he has to try and probably. Doesn't really want to be playing the plant, I don't think.
Yeah, he's going to try and get straight on it, or go up top as much as he can now. He's not got too much angle. Yeah, straight,
so, yeah,
straight as you can. That's a great shot.
Just play this.
That is a really, really good shot.
What do you think about me screwing up the table here?
I'd be screwing up the table here, yeah.
Get on the one on the top right and then just come back down for the black.
Yeah, the only... well, come back down for the second to last.
Last red,
red,
for the black, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're probably trying to play the black in the middle right.
Yeah, ideally,
just
yeah.
top it through.
And just top it through. Okay. So he's going to be playing
Taking this long instead, yeah.
Top right. The only reason I didn't like this way is because I think you're just doing too much of the cue ball. But I mean, Tom is so good that I'm not going to question.
You've got to back yourself for the pot, haven't you? And natural, just top it up a little bit.
Definitely not questioning Tom fruit here.
The way he's playing at the moment is pretty much fine. He's come a little bit far there, but he should be alright still. Just to play this, probably play just a tad of right, just to come back down. Just play it because you don't want to be hitting the yellow at all. Yeah, that's it. Just looking to come back through down by the gap. Probably play it in the middle, left middle. But it's a little bit awkward because
it's a long stretch, isn't it?
Yeah, you don't want to be. It's quite easy to overdo this a little bit and end up, or just underdoing it, hitting the knuckle. Just like that, exactly
it's not
that.
There.
That's exactly what I thought. You could overstretch and hit it too thin and hit the far knuckle.
Again, didn't show any emotions.
Yeah, I think as soon as you start showing emotions, you end up kind of giving the you start giving the opponent a little bit more of an understanding of how you're feeling, and I think that they can play on that a little bit.
Yeah,
if they wanted to.
So you'll be playing the one bottom right now, right, and then playing a loss of turn. Is that the way you play it?
Yeah, you want to be leaving yourself so you can snooker behind the left one.
So you play the bottom right here, get a bit straighter on the one by the cushion, by the two yellows. Yeah. And you can play just like slow roll. You don't have to do too much with the cue ball. Just make sure you're potting the red. Make sure you're potting the red.
Yeah, hit that a bit on the thin side there. I think he was worrying about because the angle wasn't. You wanted to be. Obviously, would have rather it been right behind it, but I think he was thinking of going into the back of the yellow and then trying to flick off the yellow, but didn't quite get it, and left Tom a fairly easy chance to win the frame, and got a nice angle here for the black just to stun it in. Job done. Now into double digits. Tom's
Just have a little bit of a comfort break here.
Yeah, off to the toilet for Tom, just to keep focused and probably empty that bladder.
Yes, Chase. That's. Oh, just wash his hands and compose himself.
Yeah, of course. No time wasting. Just have a little chat to himself, I'm sure. I think he's definitely favourite here at the moment. Obviously,
you think?
Yeah, well, it's not only with. He's got a big frame lead, but he's capable of coming back here.
He's 10-4, but he's definitely favourite in this match.
I'd say he's favourite overall, but when he's got this frame lead, anyone's capable of pulling it back. And if if Ian gets the next couple of frames again, then he's back in the game.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. It's a long way to go. 8 frames is still a long way to go.
If it was like it was 8-4, again, or 7-4, he wasn't necessarily favourite, but.
Did you think Ian was favourite for the match to begin with?
No, not necessarily. It's one of the ones they've both beaten each other before, so you can't. You could say one person's favourite over the other. Same for Jamie Fay's match against Ian. A lot of people were saying that Jamie Fay was favourite. Again, swings and roundabouts. You know, he went 6-3 up, looking quite comfortable to open that lead up a bit more, and then Ian comes back.
Funny game, Paul. Mentally very tough game. Sorry, just teach him Chase some mathematics there.
Yeah, just well having a little come back to the table. Ian's broke off and spotted the ball here, just at the table. Does need to.
As the midway chavies just leave the playing arena, it is getting to that time of night where people are going home, but a crowd has just formed on the second table, watching this final. People from the interleague sides who have just come back to the club. A couple of Kent A players.
He's definitely thinking about taking these out. I think here he's got to go here.
Has to go, he has to get these.
This could sum it up really if he doesn't. Whether he gets the right run or not, or if he plays the right shot.
That's a really, really good shot as well. He played it really well.
Just play the left one here if you can.
I think the sound's back, Smudge. I think I was just teaching Chase how to do some mathematics, that's all. Just between frames.
Just talking about whether it was what's the odds for Ian to come back here. It's hard for him to do this now because obviously of the frame difference, and as we've seen this weekend it has been done, but he's he got to play some very good pool to do it from here, especially the way that Tom's playing. He's punishing big time and claiming these frames is going uphill over the halfway now to victory for Tom.
Score?
It's 10-4, boss.
It's the favourite.
Don't you come back bullying me.
I think the chuckle was that Chase said that Ian was even money to come back in this match.
What I was trying to just
And
get at
I was just explaining to him that's not how odds work.
my main point was that it's obviously Tom's favourite, but in this kind of situation, and alright, where that Tom's playing is good, but like we've seen this weekend, people have come back from 15-6 down, and you think it's nearly impossible to do so.
No, absolutely, you're right.
You
You
know,
are right.
And the point is that it's the way that Tom's playing here, he is definitely favourite. 3 or 4 frames ago, it's a different story, but obviously he's just picked up the pace a bit here and he's played that nice.
Is he okay here?
I think
Is he going to have to play into the red?
Um,
Is he going to have to like check it really quite a lot, or is he going to? No, I'm being honest. I don't think he's okay here.
Something's about the stream tricked you a little bit, but it looks like he can just hold.
Yeah,
I
he
thought
checked
so.
it. That's a great shot. That's a really great shot. I mean, he's still off angle, but to get back into somewhat possible position here, that's superb. And he's going to come off 2 cushions, thump it.
Oh, he's just rattled it. A bit unfortunate there. He's just trying to force a bit of angle there. I think to not hit the yellow, a bit side. He put quite a lot of side on that, to be fair.
He did, yeah.
The main man returns from interleague already at 9:30.
A victorious 12-6 victory for the Crow and his team.
Medway doing their bit. Cameraways back down from Sheppey already.
What division are they in?
They're in the Prem.
They're in the Prem, are
They
they?
just beat Sheppey A 12-6. You fancy Ian coming out of this snooker here?
Yes, I fancy him coming out of the snooker, but potting the ball and getting onto the 8 ball,
100%.
That's-
It's a lot harder.
that's tough.
I
That's
think
tough.
that the aim that where he wants to hit it, really up and down the table with the backs in the way, it was very close. He's going to have to go cushion first.
I agree, and the way it slides as well. He's going to have to like hit this quite hard.
He's playing a little
Trying
bit.
to hit left hand side.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's unlucky. It was a really tough effort to get onto the 8 ball anyway from there.
Oh, 100%. It's one of the ones where you probably don't try not to pot it, obviously, because it's going to be hard to get on the 8 ball. But if you do and get on the 8 ball, you had a good result.
Little dot to dot finish here for Tom.
Yeah, just done it up and probably be playing the one on the left.
Yep.
Hand side. Again, just screw that back a couple of inches. Or even just stop it dead, just for the
Yeah, just
one on the right.
stun it and off there just to leave him.
Would you be just dropping this in, or would you take it off the cushion?
I'd be taking it off the cushion personally, but he's probably just going to stun up the table. Thing is with this cloth, you can do so much with it. This is much
Yeah.
better than a synthetic cloth where you can't really.
Some people
grip it.
would probably prefer to just. That's probably the right shot, playing that there 100%. But some people would probably prefer to just play that long with a little bit of top.
Yeah.
Just for that simple reason of, if they don't get past it enough, they end up leaving a bad angle.
Yeah.
But he's done that well, and another frame on the board for Tom.
I think this is where winning yesterday really helped Tom. Winning out into the semi-final and not having to play late night and then early morning like Ian had to do.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, Ian was one of the last matches on, wasn't he? Last night.
Yeah, James and Mitch was one of the very last. But
Yeah.
with the losers section, obviously he's come through. He's played more games.
Yeah.
And obviously he's had to start early this morning. So Tom's not had to start until 1 o'clock. Well, it ended up being about 2:30. So he could have actually turned up a bit later and composed himself more. Obviously you're in the winner's side, and obviously this morning you're not in the winner's side, so you're kind of, your pressure's under it already to win the match and get into the semi-finals to guarantee your money or double. and he screwed that back lovely,
Yeah.
dead straight.
I mean, this is another really nice, quite gettable finish
Again,
for Tom.
I think Redsy would definitely be.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You just go here, and the way that he's playing, there is no bother. It's not something you want to be doing, but if he does make a mistake or two, he's still in control, I think. And it's just literally just making sure that he gets on the one next to the 8 ball, which he should be able to do after these two, and just flop it forward and I'll be playing the red in the bottom right and the black into probably the middle left, or even into the bottom left, and then frame done.
Yeah. The only problem with this shot is he's going to be closer to the cushion than he probably wanted to be. So we wanted to hit that so we could straight on this shot.
Yeah, 100%.
He's a bit off angle.
Go through a little bit.
Yeah, but it'd be okay. Okay, very good cueist, as you can tell.
Yeah, just flop this in and go forward a little bit. Not quite sure if he has got a little bit of angle where he can go away from it. It's probably a little bit better to open up the gap, but
He's fine. He's absolutely fine. Just roll it. Just roll it through.
Be a couple of inches from the. I think he doesn't want to be too close with the white onto the red, because obviously he wants to top it forward. But I think he'll be alright.
That's a great shot. That's such a good shot.
Yeah, you can play it in the bottom, middle right as well.
I mean, that's really, really, really great shot.
It's so easy to top that forward a bit too much there, and end up going into the yellow or the black, or even underdoing it. And
it looks so simple, but
100%. When you're at the table and you're flowing and you want to take on the dish, and doing that is good. And even that shot there, just a little flick there to not having to go onto the cushion or into the yellow, and just be plumb on the black. That's how you know he's cueing well. And I think his miss might be his 4th or 5th dish here, at least out of half these frames he's won. He's just not missed a ball.
It's a big road back for Ian now.
100%.
You know, Ian's going to have to win 14-5 to win the match here.
Yeah.
Which he can do.
Yeah,
which
it's
he
not
can do.
impossible.
It's not impossible.
But in this situation now, I'm definitely saying Tom Kennedy is favourite.
Oh,
for sure.
We have confirmation Tom Kennedy is favourite.
I'll be putting Tom Kennedy at 1-3.
What do you? I'd have him 1-6. Ian 9-2, personally.
Yeah, something. Definitely higher up there than. No, it's been fine. So it's for Ian to break. He's going for another cut break.
Yep.
So Ian's split these quite nicely.
I mean, his yellows are just gone, aren't they?
Oh, 100%.
His yellows are just there for the taking. You've
Just
got the one in the middle.
Take this one in the middle, yeah. Just come back round the back of the red and come back, and you're just, they're just drop to dot, and they really. It's like putting a puzzle piece together when you got it all in order.
He's played that. Probably his worst he could have played that.
Yeah, could have come off that cushion, second cushion as well.
Yeah.
But he's I'm not quite sure if he's on that ball. I don't think he's on the ball in the middle. Just took the one down the rail. But he's I think he might be struggling a little bit out there. Like you said earlier on, he's probably hitting himself inside a little bit, just on a few of the things that he's not punished on. And then here he's had a good opportunity to get a fairly easy frame.
I mean, this is his 69th frame of the week of the day today.
Yeah, exactly. It's draining, you know.
It's very draining.
Especially coming from when he's had to start and do these next probably 2 matches for the first of 13s, even though they're shorter. Overall, you're playing more frames and.
Yeah. And you know, the little flicks aren't really going for him. Yes, he is still on the plant, but it's a tough plant.
Yeah, you wish it was going to be a bit easier and pick up the white ball if you could and put it in an easier
Yeah.
spot, don't you? It's just.
I mean, that'd be heaven, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, well, in the situation, he's not getting in trouble, but he could have made it a lot easier just from that first shot. That first shot has killed him a little bit. But again, he just backs himself to do it comfortably, and he'll play the plant here, and then he should be on the same ball again. Oh, he's gone for a 3-ball plant there.
Yeah, I mean that was really his only option.
I thought we might have played the 2 straight into the middle, but I don't
I think
if
you
it's-
can only see top jaw of it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Giving Tom another chance here that he's probably going to punish.
yeah, but
done that.
you can't see the one on the bottom left, so he's going to probably play the one closest to balk line here.
Chop it in and leave himself the middle,
Yeah,
or you're going to be going down the table.
no, I'd be playing exactly what you said. I'd be playing into the middle. You don't have to worry about the
Just
in
the
off.
red by the.
He's gonna swerve it a little bit.
I think you can just pinch it a little bit left hand side. Yeah,
It's a great shot as well, wasn't it?
Just thinking where that red by the black spot goes. I'm guessing it goes
I think he
long.
goes middle. I think he goes middle. But no, he's looking at it to play it into the bottom left.
Okay, yeah. Okay, this could be screwing through the gap.
I think he's going to play it. I don't think he's going to play it next. I think he's going to play it
Last maybe?
ball.
Yeah, just want to
I mean, you could theoretically get on it now. Play
come through
between
the
the
gap. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's just tricky because you've only got to take one little flick on either the red or the yellow, and you might not be on anything.
Yeah.
But the way he's queuing, he's flicked it, but it's
It's
fine.
a good shot.
I think the way he's playing, he backed himself to do that, and just once you all the things he's been doing in terms of the trickier pots, he's been doing it very well consistently. So there's no reason why you wouldn't want to not do it. And in Ian's situation, he's trying to claw some frames back to keep the game going. But in Tom's shoes here, because there's no pressure on him, I don't think he can really just let his arm go a little bit. And if he gets on the position of them balls, he's definitely laughing. I think he wanted to miss that black there, just come through the gap, but I think he's alright still, just
He
float
can
down.
2 cushions again, couldn't he, if he really wants to?
You could even do this, just chop this in with a little bit of right hand side and just come back up. Yeah, exactly.
Play along the line. No, doesn't go. Hits the yellow. Either way up, either down or up, you hit the yellow. I mean, you probably still
Would
be in
you
the 8
even want
ball.
to maybe hit into the yellow and just stop it? Does it stop?
Too many bad things can happen. Let's play it long. Oh, that's why he plays it long.
When you're queuing it like that, and you know what I mean, you're in that position.
Is it
Great shot.
in off?
I think he might be able to dig down a little bit, unless he wants to play the double.
You could play it off the yellow, to be fair, and miss the
Yeah.
in off.
Widen
That's it.
the angle.
Yeah, play it off the yellow and miss the in off here.
Don't know if he might really wants to dig down on it. Yeah, I thought
Cue ball.
so. Oh, that's the problem. He screwed that well, but again, if he plays it into the yellow, like you said, he probably would have avoided that.
It's tough either way, wasn't it? It was tough
Yeah,
either way.
100%.
Wow, 12-5. The
Is
comeback
that-
starts.
Is
The
that, a bit,
momentum.
is that a bit of a game changer?
Yeah, momentum changes.
Is that-
Momentum swings.
He needs to forget about that miss if he can, really. Obviously, it's one of them ones where he just shaked his head there. He didn't like that, but
And
really
actually,
got
the game has got now a real big crowd around it.
Justin Skinner in the chat. Come on then, Tommy. I think you should be alright here. Just again, he's broke well. Played 4 monsters on the break. Just wants to that one on the left does go in the middle or in the bottom right. I think you'll be taking reds here, 100%.
Do you think this is a big frame?
I think this frame will. I don't know. It's not the end of the world if he doesn't get these. Obviously, it helps him out massively because he only has to win 5 more. But it's one where if Ian does get it, does he get in a bit more back in rhythm?
Yeah.
You know, and will it affect Tom? Is the question really?
Yeah, that's my thinking. I don't think it will affect Tom, but I think it will affect Ian more so because
he needs to try and just bring himself up a little bit more, really, if he can. Just he's not had the. I think Tom's not necessarily had the run, but he's definitely played better at the moment, and he's got the breaks have been coming out a bit better for him. Front balling's been doing quite well.
and I
Ian
think
was doing cut breaking and he did go dry a few times to start with.
it's been a long weekend anyway. So not taking any away from Ian here.
I've not really seen both these players play in a long distance race, so I only know them from here and there from Region 7 and heard through them through county and from playing out of their area. But I'm guessing obviously I think they've played a few times before and Tom's possibly beaten him more times than not. But just taking his time here, working out this finish. He really wants to get these, I think.
Yeah.
He needs to really. Obviously, reds are probably a little bit easier than the yellows, but just got to plan the route comfortably. You might be wanting to move the yellow by the black, but doesn't really need to.
No, you just kind of need to make sure now, don't you?
Yeah.
Which he's doing. Taking it down onto this ball slightly.
Tell you what, he can definitely get some gear into this cue ball, can't he?
I wish I had that cue power.
Honestly, he's been doing it. I watched him earlier on in the one of the matches, and he pots it every time as well. It's just so good. Oh, he's just, I don't know what happened there. He might just misjudge the angle, or
Yeah, he knew straight away.
he just wanted to flop it at the weight and just didn't quite reach the knuckle. It's one of them ones where you could miss. You could end up. Sometimes you can on the middles. You can, because of the way that they are at the moment, you could play it a bit further than what you need to, hit the knuckle and still go in.
He's in the buckets.
Yeah, it's one of the ones where I think the middles probably play a little bit better than the.
Yeah, statistically
corners at the
they
moment.
are the biggest pockets on the table.
Wider angle, I suppose,
Yeah,
aren't they?
they are.
A lot of people do the skillies a lot easier in the middles because of that reason. Nationals, it's the opposite way round to them tables. You know, the middles are so tight. It's so hard to play anything at an angle.
Just a little drop in there. That nationals. How did you do at nationals?
Yeah, national champion back-to-back years, 2-time for the juniors. So it's not been done 24 years.
Yeah, some decent sides have won it as well.
Yeah, we had a good side out. So two England players on the team. So we've all been practicing, put the time in this year, and I did get some pretty good stats as well. Finished second out of about 250 of them, of all the juniors.
Nice.
Finishing on about 1 or 2% lower, just because of another person playing more frames than me in the cup. But apart from that, yeah, I only lost 3 frames all weekend.
Brilliant little kids, were you? Is that what you're trying to say?
No. To be fair, I played with a couple of England players and done all right, but
Were you on top of the order?
yeah,
Number one?
I was number 2
Oh yeah.
in nearly every match. Yeah, I said to the manager to put me up top because
Yeah.
I prefer to go and
Put the pressure on them.
Yeah, I'm not a big person to do all the tactical. I'll do it here and there if I need to, but it's one of them ones where I'd rather just, if they're there, I'd rather go.
Yeah.
And I'd fancy myself to do it, So
Yeah. Fair play.
it seemed to work. I didn't lose a frame going first. In the first set, second. Only one to win 4 out of 4 in the Essex game, which we went after a 3-man playoff. Again, they were considering putting me into that.
Did they not put you in
Which,
it?
yeah, they in the end they did.
They
win
did.
It. They asked me did I want to win it. I said, well, I'm not there to not win.
Right.
So put me in it, and I missed my last yellow down the row for a break dish. Then the geezer played a really good lost skill shot, and then snookered me. So I come off the cushion with one just to hit the black and potted it. And as you can guess, the whole room went mad. And then the other table, James Goldsmith was on for that to finish that frame. So
Yeah, I really rate James. I think his quality.
he's been playing really well lately, and his stats wasn't great this week. The competition just gone, but last year he was well. He was good, 14 out of 14 last year. But it's one frame pool, anyone can win it. We started off really bad in the final.
That's a great shot from Tom there.
Yeah, you should just land on it, or do you flick into it?
I'd land onto it. Yeah, I wouldn't need to flick onto it. You can play it into the bottom right hand corner. You can play in such a way that you've got multiple options. So if you underhit it, you can play into the bottom left, and if you just land on it perfectly, you can just land on the bottom right. Personally, here, I mean, I'd be playing bottom left just because of the angle.
Yeah. Would you come up a little bit shorter so you could just trek across the table?
Yeah, so like that is absolutely perfect.
I think he's a bit straight here.
He can just screw. These boys have so much screw power.
Would you be either topping it or screwing it?
I mean, he's going to top it. He's going to screw it, and that's unreal. That's incredible shot.
It's good, especially that close. Sometimes people get a little bit,
Yeah.
end up missing the angle just because they're worried about the screw more than they are the pot. But he's done both there, and nice long dead straight black. That's a good shot. 13-5. Tom Kennedy is definitely in very good rhythm here in his final, and don't see him falling back too much from here now. Are you still thinking that Ian Whitehorn's going to get double digits?
Yes, I think Ian Whitehorn is going to have a mini comeback here,
Yeah.
or I'm hoping at least.
Yeah, let's hope for. His final's been good, but just to top it off, if Ian can pull back here, this would be very good for his sake as well. Doesn't look. It doesn't. When you will explain to friends and family. Not at all. Yeah, if he can just get, even if he just gets back into it a little bit, and even if he does lose and still by a few frames, if he does get, like you said, into double digits, and it doesn't, for his sake, it won't be as bad of a loss. He might, forgive himself a bit more and think the better person done well on the day, and he just didn't really miss much, because Tom's been playing really good pool here. He's in rhythm. He's had quite a lot of dishes. He breaks really well. There's not too much that he's done wrong, I don't think. At the start of the tournament, how would you put Tom in your top 2 or top 3?
So, I thought Tom was going to win.
Okay.
I wouldn't have put Tom as my favourite, because my second thought about who was going to win was Ian, but they were playing each other in the first. I would have had Jamie Fay favourite, and then I would have instead of Jasper, and then I would have had Tom where he was about 92 fives, and then Ian probably about 7s.
So was you expecting Paul Vant to go as far as he did? Because he'd had a very good.
He did, yeah. I mean, I know how good Paul Vant is.
Yeah, like I said yesterday, he's beat Clint Ironson in tournaments. He's come through and played some top players in the competition that he won a few years back. But the way that he done it this weekend, it was a little bit like I don't know. It reminded me of like something out of a movie. It was like the way that he went to go so high in the lead against some of the players was just beyond.
But then I think that's the Kent divide. I think South Kent doesn't get as much credit as it probably should, and Medway gets overly hyped.
Yeah, because obviously he doesn't play in some of the things down here, and that's a great shot.
Really, really great shot.
From queuing over that ball, that's a very hard. That's one of the worst shots for me. Queuing over that kind of ball there, I would have definitely have fouled. Be lucky to even hit a cushion, and just for potting that is. I think that's one of the. I'd put that there in the top 5 shots for the weekend. I think over that kind of ball.
Yeah. Who did you think? Who's your favourite for the weekend?
When I done my first bets to start with, I looked at it and I thought Jasper's one of the favourites. He's good. Is there going to be too much pressure on him? Obviously, everyone thinks he's the favourite and the odds, and obviously he's still young, so he's fit to do so. But I think Jamie Fay was definitely up there, as well as these two are quality players. It was a bit of your obvious 3 or 4, which was these two on the book, which was Jamie Fay and Jasper, and then you had the others. Personally, my favourite I was thinking was Jamie Fay, because of he's played a lot of money games with long races. He wasn't. He said to me when I spoke to him, on Friday afternoon, and he said, "I'm not going to be drinking." He's had his first drink this afternoon in the semi-finals when he had a good advantage when he was winning, which I think that plays a massive part. And a lot of these players have been on waters and Pepsi Maxes all weekend. So
yeah, Crow hasn't made much money out of him. I can assure you.
I think he's gone through about 3 crates of water.
Yeah.
Made about £9. But
yeah.
It's in this kind of tournament, you don't want to be. People have been quite sensible with that, and it's a lot of money to go in. It's not like your usual £10 comp or a flyer. So you will be wanting to have your A game and do your best, which I think is fair in that situation. There's a time for having a drink and having that big social, and this competition was more of a serious game of pool and money to be earned for a lot of people.
Yeah, with the Calcutta especially.
Oh yeah,
You know.
that was phenomenal. I didn't think that was going to go as big as it did on the night.
I mean, just for 660 quid, there
You know,
was
and
wow.
again, everyone thought he was a massive favourite, and then
Did they?
loses his. Well, that especially Medway, obviously, like you said, is obviously some people around the area or outside of Kent, obviously probably didn't think the same thing. But I've heard a lot of people thinking, oh, obviously overall he's the favourite, or I've backed him before, so I'll back him again, and he's made money for this and that. And I think that's where sometimes the pressure gets to him a little bit. Sometimes it's a bit too much.
No, I mean, I don't think his bottle went. I think he had 2 extremely tough draws.
Yeah,
like
100%.
2 tournament favourites. I personally, the odds for me, the odds were a little bit too short on Jasper.
Yeah, 100%.
But not taking away any of his poor ability there.
Sunday night last week, I was talking to a few people, and they were saying about the odds and stuff, and they were going to put Jasper 3 or 4 to 1 to start with.
Yeah.
Which I said, okay, this is fair enough. And then they did end up putting him at 5 to 2, in which some people were like, oh, is he not 7 to 4? And
7 to 4.
yeah, honestly, and you think in this field it's hard because he's a quality player, as we all know, and he definitely deserves, and he's capable of winning one of these 100%. But none of this is a walk in the park, and putting somebody at that high odds, I think, is too. It's
like a 35% chance of winning.
Exactly, yeah. And like I said, if you said it was a straight knockout, I think again that's a little bit of a different story. But something here with the long races, the way that Ian's been playing the weekend, he's not had again. No one's had really an easy draw in this, because you're going to come up against one of the top 8 anyway.
Yeah. I mean,
you've got to do the business.
Yeah, definitely. As Ian is doing right now.
Yeah, 100%. He's just got 2 frames back again, and this is a bit of a game change with the match. 13-7. I think this is where he needs to. What he's doing here is he's definitely upped his game a little bit by 10-20% for what he was starting with.
It's been a bit quicker, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's definitely. Not sure whether the brakes have been coming up a bit better. I didn't quite see that brake there, but he's definitely a bit more sharper here now. I think he might be concentrating a little bit more because of that in-off, thinking that it might affect Tom. And it's all about these next couple of frames here. If he can get the next 3 or 4 out of the next 5, then I think this could be a slightly different match to what everybody's thinking.
He was talking about you when you waffled on about winning your national title for a second time.
Don't like to brag about it.
No, don't like to brag.
Just in conversation.
Just don't like to brag about it, but
not here for me today. We're here for this final, and it's definitely pushing on.
10 o'clock at night here in Chatham.
Still a lot of stuff going on. Tables and news, people moving things around, and everybody's still buying drinks.
Lauren's sorting out all the tables, brushing and ironing them.
Let's get around your house and on your table.
I do. It's fine. It's the only thing in my house I do iron.
You must be ironing that more times you have roast dinners, aren't you?
I don't like roasting it, so yeah.
Oh, there we go then.
I iron my table every day.
Oh yeah, you've got to. I think even with these cloths, if you leave it for a couple of days, it changes it massively.
Yeah. So what, you're playing the yellow off the red up top here?
He's on
So
he's on yellows here, yeah.
And then play the yellow off the red?
I think you'll be trying to play this yellow into it here.
Do you think?
Yeah, you can even play it with this yellow here on the left-hand side.
I think you probably have to go for the one in the middle and try and get onto it, right?
Yeah, or you even just swing it around with a bit of right-hand side or bottom right and just flick it.
The only reason I probably wouldn't, and I'm not 100% sure what it's going to turn out. Now he's played a really good shot there.
That's the thing. I don't know if he's thinking what Tom was thinking earlier on. That
Yeah.
Tom was flowing. You know, he's gone for the chance, and he's got 2 frames back. I think he's gone up. He started to pick up the pace a little bit better here now, and definitely see the game a bit quicker, and pick out the shots that are needed and backing himself to pot 'em. And sometimes you take that bit of a risk, and if it pays off, then happy days. Taking the one here on the top, just slowing it back a little bit.
David, I have a Strachan Superfine on my table, so a little bit different to this. This is the Hainsworth match. I personally prefer the Strachan Superfine, but you.
On the Ultimate Pros, they use it, and it's getting ironed every 15 frames.
Yeah.
You know, and that gets worn a lot. But the amount of times you iron that's why it's just so quick. And they change it every every couple of tournaments sometimes. And
They do.
in the first match or two, you see the players struggle in it. They should probably let people play on it to get to bed it in a little bit, so it's a bit easier. But
You wouldn't want it to be easier though, would you?
well, exactly. There's some shockers on there.
Some shockers.
Yeah, some to start with, some big results I've seen, especially this year already.
Nice.
A few players have especially like someone like Carl Cope has done very well this year already. So.
And this is another nice clearance for me. And
To go 13-8, only 5 behind. Definitely picking up the pace now and getting back in this.
Yeah, and
Tom's break now is, I think this is massive there. This next couple of frames are crucial.
I'm calling it a dry break dish from Ian.
Quite possibly here, yeah. He needs to get a decent split. If it doesn't get a ball, that's definitely going to be the case, I think.
So it's 4-1 in the last 5 frames.
Yeah, if you need to do that again, really, I think, to
You do.
to keep your
You need to break it up into chunks. Probably, win
2 or 3 to his 1.
3-1, 3-1, 3-1. I was wrong.
Just crunched that quite well.
Absolutely crunched it.
Pulled that white ball back dead straight.
And those yellows are very.
A little bit unfortunate. It's white's at the bottom of the table. I think you'd rather it be towards the middle, but
I mean, you play the one top right,
it's not
wouldn't
an
you?
issue. Yeah,
Straight away.
just
Middle.
again, he's queuing well, so
These are gone.
there's no reason why he shouldn't be fine with this. He's played that well to come through that
Really,
gap
really
there.
great shot.
It's perfect.
Absolutely.
Just flick off of this and a little bit left hand side, would you?
You mean, yeah, a little bit. Just a
Swing it back into play like that. It's a
Yeah.
good shot.
just a little bit.
I think you might. Is he on the one on the right hand side now?
Not yet.
Drop the one in the middle here and then.
No,
one-
I don't think so. I think
No?
it's going to be the bottom left.
What would you be playing next though after bottom left?
The one on the right hand side.
So just chop it in and then.
No, I'd screw back a little bit. You want to be like where he is actually pointing now. That's where you want to be, because you want to put that one
But then.
in the bottom. So I don't like this because you're going into the red, and you could be a bit nasty. Yeah, he played that really well.
It's one of the ones where if you leave it too short, then you will be trekking for the white across the table. So I think he's leaving the one on the left. So if he does play the one on the right, he can come over if he doesn't have the right angle on the one on the bottom.
I think he has to go for the one on the right hand side now, right?
Yeah, you just want to probably just. I don't know if you can hold for it for the.
Yeah, you
The
can.
one-
You can put a bit of bottom right on it and just hold it. He probably doesn't even
Or
have to
you
do
even
that.
just want to just flick it and, oh, yeah, it's come across. I thought you might do that. A little bit straight.
Yeah.
So the only issue with that is that I did think that the line was dropping it in, or you could maybe even try and pinch a little bit at bottom,
You could
bottom
probably-
left and go into the red, but
You could have probably played it cushion first off the red if you needed
Yeah.
to. He probably can swing this
yeah,
2 cushions around below.
round the back of it.
Oh wow.
Just nudged it. That's all right.
Oh wow, that's a great shot. Tom Kennedy, that's a great shot.
He's playing some good pull here, I think. He's just topping it off, I think. Phenomenal performance at the moment. You know, he's going through this. Just looking at his semi-finals. You know, he's beat James Green for 18-9. James has only got half the frames needed. He's like on another level at the moment where he's playing.
Yeah, Tom's played 48 frames so far today, and Ian's over 70. Nice shot again.
So the only close match that Tom has had is against Ian in the first round. So he's definitely picked up the pace and changed that here, and just took again another frame to go 14-8.
Needs 4 more.
4 more for the victory. Yeah.
Both of these players have each other have themselves in the Calcutta.
Yeah, as well. This is massive, I think.
Yeah.
They're both going to be, I think, happy in the situation that they're both in the final, and that they one of them's going to be getting obviously a bigger payout than the others. But yeah, whoever wins this, obviously it's looking at Tom Kennedy, but whoever does get over the last line will make another £1,500 here.
Is that what it is?
Roughly, yeah, 40-50% of the pot.
Wow.
So it's between 1,300 and 1,500 here. Tom was working out that already that even if he didn't win it, that he was making about £1,600 from this tournament, from the Calcutta and from runner-up, yeah. But he can be making a little bit more now if he wins this and gets over the line. He's just missed that. He's got that one in the middle there. Just a bit unfortunate that yellow didn't go in the middle there, but it's all right because he got the red. Bridge over ball here. He's hit it, and he's hit a cushion.
Yeah, good shot. Sorry, there was just talk of pizza going around, circulating the club here.
Yeah, we have to just level that out a little bit.
Yeah.
The chase was hungry, so we settled the argument.
Good price, though.
Lovely price,
Dark,
yeah.
yeah.
Not bad.
Nice deal.
Not too worried what the deal is, you know.
No.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
Just order it.
Food is food, yeah.
Well, yeah, you know.
Favourite food?
I don't know, like a bit of everything really.
Dear. Pizza's mine. Pizza is mine. But I had a pizza on Friday, so
Thought you would have been all over the bet.
nah, all good. Chase loves pizza. Yes, he does.
I think Ian's going to be taking these out here. Had a good controlled shot there. Just drop these in. He's gone a little bit far there, but he's got the gap. I think we're playing on the gap here.
Yeah, I'd be playing on the gap here as well.
Just trickle it up, play the one on the left hand side, a little bit of bottom right, back up the table.
Yeah. Just a bit of side on it now. Just don't you have to lift it too much.
Oh, he's nudged it. Oh, he didn't want that. He didn't kick into side at all. He just played it near enough playing ball. Didn't should have just not snatched it, but just give it a little bit more force than he did, just so the side could kick in. Again, he just tried floating it and just playing it off the rail, which again kind of die sometimes a little bit, but don't quite come off what you wanted it to. So he's really in a sticky situation here. He's looking at playing it off the red or double with a gap. Does it go? Tried playing it off the red. Yeah, didn't think it was going to go. It made them a bit sticky.
Yeah.
Don't think that goes through there. Tom's not going to be liking that very much. He's going to try and develop these, I'm guessing.
Chase, are you streaming your match versus Charlie Gordon tomorrow?
I haven't spoken to him about it.
Are you playing here?
No, we should be played at Jordan. So,
Are you giving him? Sorry, is he giving you a start?
only a small one yet. He's
Oh,
cue ball.
Cue ball.
It's not a frame, I think, here for Ian. He is on -3 indeed.
He's -3 first.
25. It's only a small
First
start.
25.
So
Any cash on Charlie about?
no, nothing. I
No?
think he's doing it all himself.
So I can't have a bet on Charlie, no?
You speak to him.
I'll message him now.
You do what you need to do. We are here for this match. Ian's going to get another frame on the board.
Charlie, any money about tomorrow? What time are you playing at?
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. So when I'm at work, I can just watch it.
You can hope to watch it. And that's another frame there for Ian. 14-9.
Okay. So Ian is only trailing by 5 frames now.
Yeah, he's getting a couple back here.
Yeah. And
Tom's just thinking about every frame I think at the moment and just trying to.
dry break
Which
as
one
well.
here?
Dry break from Tom. You know, when you kind of want to win 2 frames at a time, don't you? When you're Ian right now.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You need to try and get to 11 before Tom gets back to the table here. Put the pressure back on him.
If Ian could get to 11 or 12 before Tom gets to 15, then he's got a good chance here. 3-1 is what he needs. 15-12 to be 3 behind. But you've only got to beat him 5-2.
No, I think this is probably a best stream setup in Kent, if not the south of England. This is a really, really great stream setup that Crow's invested in. We've kind of got like a little booth where the sofa used to be. It's looking really, really good, and the camera is phenomenal can move around different tables. Chase can set it onto table 1 or table 2, whatever it is.
I could show you, but I don't think Harriet wants everyone to see.
No, it's all good. It's all good. You don't want to see the black tables just covered up.
Camera does go all the way around to the booth, so everybody can see our special faces in the hidden in the corner.
Special being the operative word for me. Or at least my mum says so. You're not meant to laugh.
All different types of people come in here.
Oh, what a shot that is.
Old, young.
Yeah, this,
The first week we had the stream set up, I think we had about 30 different people in here, and it was just like a comedy act. Everyone was talking about everything. It was just like everyone wanted to jump on it.
now we've got the serious
Not
commentators, right?
Not realising that it was serious enough, and so they ditched them at the booth, and somehow I've been dragged in.
They want the serious content, you
Well,
see, Chase.
I got told 2 days ago that I would never get in this booth. Well, things have changed.
Things have changed. Not bitter, are you?
Swings and roundabouts, and prove yourself, and they love it.
I think
Somebody who talks a lot and loves the game. I think it's perfect. to be fair.
I agree, and I think you epitomised it earlier when you said I think everyone would rather you be in the commentary booth than annoying them in the club.
That's the thing. Is I do like to have a look at the games and the scores and you know, interested about the game.
Yeah.
I might not be the best at everybody, but I think sometimes I can talk about a game and actually do it. So
I mean, I've never missed a ball here, so yeah.
when you you got with someone like a world champion, that done these things all before, and at that level you can bounce off of shots about each stuff and support with it, and I think so far we've done an alright job.
Yeah, that come off the cushion really quickly. Just kept
If
rolling,
you can't see
didn't
this
it?
red, would you playing cushion first and try to chop the top red in?
I would be playing cushion first and trying to hit this red in on the left hand side. Yeah, I think it's quite easy. If you but you had to hit it thin.
Yeah, he played it too far up the rail, I think, there.
Yeah, I
Just
think
past the middle pocket was what he needed to do.
I would actually think he was.
Maybe a little bit aside.
I think he was trying to make sure he didn't leave anything, as well as trying to pot it.
I'm surprised Kennedy's not thinking about taking this one here on the left. If he is, quite surprised he's not actually thinking about going here. Every ball goes, all has a pocket.
I think he can play this first shot as a shot to nothing.
If he does make the pot, happy days. If he doesn't, he's still leaving him nothing.
Exactly. And he's not got it, but he's left him nothing. That's a really good shot.
That is the aim of the shot.
Well worked. And that's almost a momentum killer. Like, you've just lost
Killing two birds with one stone, aren't you?
a few frames, haven't you? So you kind of just want to get back in, be
If you can get,
control.
I don't think he will, but if he can get ball in the hand from here, I think he's be over the moon.
I think we've only had one ball in hand in the whole match so far, haven't we?
Yes, I think so. Yeah, only a couple. But it's been a very good standard, to be fair. I think Tom's been playing really well. He's been dishing a lot, and Ian's punished a few now. So
Oh, he's made it a bit scrappy.
it's one of the ones where you somebody comes out of a snooker and a ball could go anywhere, especially playing like that, and it makes it worse for the opponent who laid the snooker. So it's a bit of a punishment thing, but at the same time it is harsh because you played a good shot to leave them nothing because of the situation that they were in, and then you kind of get punished for it. So that's where these rules kind of, some people fall a little bit for them and don't quite look at the advantages and disadvantages.
Yep.
But you've got to play to the rules probably more than anything else. Just because of these reasons, you know. So for you OGs that know, we have got the Ultimate Pool coming up soon, which a lot of some of these players possibly will be on. Half of the field have been on this before, and that do play on it. I think, Harry, you're on it next, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely. In the women's professional. And you're on it as well, aren't you?
I think the next event I'm not, but the one after that I will be. Yep.
Okay. Are you there?
Not sure. I don't think I will be at this one, but I've just been getting sorted out some sponsorship for it.
Nice.
Because it has been that's a lot of thing. A lot of people have been saying as well, because of the price of it all, and it is a struggle. Especially like you said, if you're on a lot of other tours plus the ultimate, it just gets very cost effective.
Yeah, it's quite costly, but no, thankfully the sponsors are amazing and they help us.
100%.
Some clever shots here by Tom, putting the pressure on Ian. Okay.
Brad, your Amazon account's going to be filled. Done.
See you later.
See you later.
People are slowly leaving the club. It's just coming down to the last few people now that are having a knock and watching the rest of this match. It is going a little bit quicker than what we thought. We started off half an hour later, thinking it was going to go to about midnight, but it is going fairly well at the moment. So we are about half an hour now, probably ahead of schedule. It's a good pot. Very good pot. It's got a lovely angle here.
It's tough though, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it would just be playing this pot in the bottom right and then just going into the two. But then you're probably hoping for a little bit of luck to where they land.
But I think it's either going to land so it comes cushion first. I mean, there's
Well, that's really unlucky.
wow.
How that yellow's come trekking over is very unlucky. I think the way you played that there was pretty good, and the way it come out was alright, but then just getting that nudge there with that yellow's it's really that's right. It's really come up. Harriet just doing some coaching. Some top tips for the youngsters.
Yeah, superb. Sorry, I see a coaching opportunity and you just have to...
Help out the youngsters here and there.
Absolutely. That's what it's all about. Do you know, it's so natural. Sorry, back to match. Ian's in trouble.
Do you reckon he's going to get out of this?
Hi Ryan, hope you're well. Thanks Peter. Yeah, I reckon he's going to get out of this. I think he might foul, though, because...
Hitting the ball in off?
Yeah, two cushions, hitting a red and the white ball going in off, or not hitting a cushion.
A lot more easier than it looks, isn't it?
Yeah.
Going in off, it happens so much more than what people think. Ooh. Hit it quite hard as well. It's probably just hoping to hit it on the way back up, I think. I think Tom will be going here.
Yeah. Yeah, Tom's definitely going for these.
I think I'll be playing this one, what he's doing here. Just personally, I'll probably be topping it forward just maybe a little bit, and then he's playing these bottom ones first. But I think the one next to the black, you need to kind of get rid of that quicker than later.
Yeah.
And you could always then come back down for the other two.
I think,
or using the middle one.
I think that's going to be his like transition ball. He's going to play that, not this shot, that after that. He's going to screw back on that one in the middle, isn't he? And he can take it now if he really wants to. He's plumb on it now. Thing is, with these, there's so many. We could go all three different ways.
You can even play this and top it a little bit, just to play the top one, and then just screw back down, and then you haven't got to do no more and more work. Because I think screwing this could be a little bit easier than topping it. Depends on.
I think he's taking the correct shot here, just screwing it back to where the cue ball is now.
It's come a little bit far. But that's all right.
He's absolutely fine.
You're taking the middle now, coming back down. Or let it drift over to the cushion and chop it. I think you might even be taking. Could you? There's so many ways of doing this.
Yeah.
You could take this left one and go up the table and then come back down.
Yeah, he's played it thick there.
Yeah, you want it to come across a bit more, really.
Yeah, so you
screw down the table.
You want to play that thin.
Is he gonna screw this off of the left-hand cushion? You're gonna top it. Looks like he's topping it.
He's topping it, yeah.
Off of 2, maybe. He's not played that very well.
No, now you just pot this. Just pot this.
Are you just going for a big chop?
Yeah, just potting it. Just
letting the white go everywhere.
Yeah, you're gonna. I know I'm gonna be on something. That's that's the way.
Don't sit behind the red or going off.
No, just think positively.
I think he's might be looking at playing safe here.
Yeah. Just deliberating on this shot. I think this is just a crucial shot. For me, I'd pot it, or attempt to pot it. Sorry. He is just trying to make sure that he's doing everything, and he's been 100% behind his decision making. So he's doubled it. This is. Oh, what a shot that is! What a shot that is! Massive double into the top right-hand pocket. I think that is probably going to be a match winner. That's a huge 2-frame swing there from. It's now 15-9 and it could have been 14-10. That's a huge shot. Massive. This is a must-win frame for Ian, no matter how he goes about it. Oh, that's a superb shot. That is a great shot as well from Ian when he really needed it. This is the 25th frame, and you know, the standard of pool in this whole match and tournament has been silly good. I'm hoping it will last a little bit longer. And Ian comes back a little bit more. Give the crowd something to watch late into the night on this Sunday at Chatham Pool and Snooker.
How we doing, H?
Yeah, not bad. Thanks, Crow. We're joined by the boss, Lee Crowhurst.
Have a little look what's going on here then.
The godfather of this wonderful stream.
15-9.
Yeah.
Tom's probably favourite now then.
Yeah, just about. Just about. Even money, maybe.
But from what I've seen sitting over there for the last hour, Tom is very comfortable.
Yes, I would say that
Yeah.
too. I think Ian needs to win 3 frames quite quickly just to put the pressure on Tom.
Do you think Tom would even feel it?
Not
He
well.
looks so relaxed.
Tom's
He really
face
does.
hasn't changed all weekend.
No, he looks so relaxed. I think he knows that he's a good player. He knows that he's probably. I mean, look, Ian's got to win 9-2.
Yeah.
When he's already lost 15-9, so probability is slim. I'm not saying Ian can't do it, but I wouldn't bet on it.
No. Funny that. Yeah, I think Ian's been a lot more assured of his cueing over the past 45 minutes, I would say.
Yeah.
And that's really helped him claw some frames back.
He must be fairly fixed. He's had 2 long days and
Yeah.
he's still playing well late into both evenings. He played very well last night actually, and there's no mean feat in taking Jamie Fay out of the comp because he's been everybody's tip. Quietly, I've had my eye on Tom, but
Yeah,
Jamie was always going to be hard to beat.
I thought Jamie was favourite for the comp at the beginning, just because Ian and Tom were playing each other.
Yeah, Jasper's been a bit out of sorts, not been playing much because of his uni work.
Priorities take
Yeah,
effect.
that's a good shot.
Very good shot. Ian claws another frame back.
Into double digits, as they say. So 15-10.
How do you feel this event's gone?
Yeah, really well. Some really good feedback. We've worked hard on the tables, all reclothed in the last 2 weeks, and we had them re-levelled, and the staff have been incredible. Ben all day yesterday, young Ben over there all day yesterday, keeping people brushed and
Yeah.
new balls for every match. That's something I've always been a bit funny about. If you're going to play a comp, you've got to do it properly.
Yeah. I honestly, I couldn't tell you of an improvement you should make. I think it's been probably one of the best run comps and best comps in Kent in a very, very long time, if not ever.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to see this standard of player. It's tricky when you've got players, good friends of mine and players like Dave Fernandez, who, for obvious reasons, wasn't invited to this comp. But I'd love to be able to get something together for players like him, but
Yeah.
it's tricky in this part of the world because we don't have many of them.
Dry break there from Tom. Brings Ian to the table.
We are talking about doing this on a smaller, larger scale, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Just make the entry fee slightly smaller, maybe half, 125, even 100, and upping it to a 32-man comp.
Would you start on the Friday night?
Yeah, somebody said that actually. Start Friday night and make it over 3 days, and just so you don't have that that midnight 1 o'clock finish, you know,
Yeah.
so you can break the back of it on the Friday, or at least get the first round out of the way, and then you're coming into the Saturday effectively in a 16-man comp, which is easier to do. Shorter races, I think 18, even for this, I think 18 was probably too long.
Yeah.
Most of the matches, I think all of the matches actually were sorted out as such by 15, so I think 15 is enough.
I
15
agree.
is still a good long race, and the losers section really only needed to be 11,
Yeah.
10 maybe. And I think that the standard has been amazing all weekend. If we'd have had a couple of people that didn't quite hit form,
Yeah.
we could have been in real trouble.
Yeah.
You know.
No, kind of what's the door to Weekend on.
Good effort there from Ian, but didn't really get the rewards he deserved.
Yeah. He's got a bit of trouble here. If he feels he can chip that in off the yellow, it doesn't look like it goes to me, but
No, I think you'll be seeing a loss of turn here.
yeah,
They hide the cue ball down a little.
bottom right somewhere.
Absolutely, just kind of use the black as that blocker for the long one.
Maybe that goes. Can't see it, but maybe he's playing a plan. Yeah, it didn't look like it went to me.
Didn't look like it went.
He's turned away in disgust. I wonder if there's a bit of frustration creeping into his game there. Again, you know, to beat Tom 8-2 at any time is tough, but
Yeah.
when you're tired and Tom's playing so well,
Yeah, 75 frames plus Ian has played today
Yeah.
alone.
yeah, it's a lot of pull.
It is a lot of ball.
So what's next for you, H? What you got on your agenda next?
Ultimate Pool is the next one, so that's in 10 days' time up in sunny Blackpool, or hopefully sunny Blackpool.
Sunny Blackpool.
Yeah.
Do those two words go together?
I hope so. I do love the sun and I do like Blackpool, so. So this is a nice little tester for Tom. If this goes
Yep.
and he unlocks the frame really. New cloth.
Yeah,
New cloth.
absolutely. He won't go in next week. He shook his head at that as well, so he obviously appreciated that. You're welcome, Tom.
Yeah.
Got to be honest, the way he's playing, these look like they're gone.
Yes. You would be surprised if they weren't.
It's funny, isn't it? Because Tom's one of those players, he just doesn't look like a good pool player. He's got a very awkward cue action. He seems to stab at the ball when he plays the shot, but the cue goes through the ball
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah.
The delivery is brilliant, it's just the action's a bit strange.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Even with that miss there, he's still in
Yeah,
control.
yeah, absolutely. Ian's got to find yet another finish from heaven. Can't really see where he's going to start here. Even the loss of turn now doesn't really work for him, but
No,
do
it
you think
doesn't.
they double back?
No.
Tight, yeah, didn't go. Again, I think there's a little bit of desperation. He's got a little bit of solace there in the fact that he's covered the left middle pocket, but
You got the plan on though if you need it.
yeah, Tom's good enough to get around the other side of that. And
Yeah, this is kind of almost creating problems when there isn't any here.
yeah,
As we all do as pool players.
I've never missed it in it.
No, absolutely.
Joe Nolte, you're still watching? Is Joe still watching?
Joe is still watching. He just messaged me. He's very impressed with the club and how busy it is for a Sunday evening at 11 o'clock.
Yeah. The standard of commentary just went up because Chase has left and Crow's come in. Is that what you mean, Joe? I heard Chase did very well, apart from
Yeah, he did. He did
he did waffle a bit when you put him under pressure, but
It's okay. It's allowed. I was only here to tease him. It's fine. Bless him.
he's a good kid at heart.
Absolutely.
He's getting some messages on my WhatsApp from my Medway A colleagues. We had a very enjoyable evening over at Neptune's this evening.
Is it enjoyable because you won?
Well, yes and no. Yes, well, yes and yes. Always good when we go over to Neptune. We get on really well with the Sheppey boys, Charlie and the crew, and yeah, we won convincingly, 12-6.
Nice.
Very, very quick match. So in and out, hour and a half, I think it was.
Wow, happy days.
Yeah, always good to go over there. Lovely club, lovely tables. Can't complain really. Be nice if we could find a few more little clubs like that around Kent, to be honest, just with 5 or 6 tables in them.
Yeah.
I think we'd attract so many more pool players as the pubs disappear.
Yeah, South Kent is desperate for
Yeah.
a venue.
The trouble is the setup costs for a club now would be
Extortionate.
extortionate. The running's not too bad, but the setup is just incredible.
Yeah.
So you've got to find someone with deep pockets.
Yeah.
Never fancied it yourself?
There's thoughts, but no, not at the moment. I've got my nice career, so kind of
Yeah.
you'd have to. It's a big jump. That's a great shot as well.
Yeah.
So good.
Creeping closer to that finish line. I think he can probably see it in his mind's eye now, although he's trying hard not to look at it.
And obviously he has himself in the Calcutta as well.
Yeah, he's done very well this weekend if he was to take this home. And yeah, the Calcutta, I think Jamie Swalen's learned a lesson from the Calcutta to get the order of player right, because saving Jasper to last was right, but Ian and Tom should have been a lot further up the field for me.
Yeah.
Might have teased a bit more money out of a few people. Ian can take solace in the fact that he bought himself for a measly 140 quid.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey Annie, good to see. Yeah, it's good to be here. It's nice.
Hi Annie.
Great little setup Crow has.
Thanks Paul. Evening Ryan. Yeah, where you been to Italy, Ryan? Oh, you've been here, haven't you? Is that right?
No, I
You've been
think
up
it was it Gravesham? It might
Oh,
be
even
Gravesham.
further. Even further for Ryan.
It's a good break from Ian.
Yeah.
Only one problem yellow or red.
Yeah, I think yellows probably look favourite, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Alex was watching all night. Jay's fuming.
Yeah, we're hearing that there's lots of couples sitting at home tonight. Quiet night in, watching the pool. I hear Alex and Jade are sitting close together, probably enjoying a glass of wine, or knowing Alex a can of beer. Good to know you're enjoying it, Jade, anyway.
Oh, it's a great shot.
No problem ball there now.
Take care.
See you later, people. See you later, peeps. Yeah, this is looks like a pretty routine finish. I don't know what he's looking at. He's not think he's got the angle to roll around that. Looks like he has to me.
Yeah, I think he does, but I think he's just trying to make sure.
So he's screwing that back. Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. If it goes in the other centre, I don't think you have too many issues here. But
Yeah, absolutely fine. Goes in the centre, but I mean, the only problem here is you're going to have to be really perfect with the cue ball.
Absolutely. I'm not sure that was would have been my choice of shot. I think I'd have rolled around and took both the yellows in the left centre and took my medicine on the top one. But
yeah, I mean, I'd be playing the ball into the left centre here and come between those reds, in between those, leave a bit of an angle to try and get up top, because that's a bit isolated.
he's cutting it.
Yeah,
It's a good pot.
very good pot.
Oh, he's off the rail.
Yeah,
He's not having a lot of run, is he? It always happens when you're struggling as well. The ball tends to stick to the cushions and big bounces all over the place. Little kicks come in, little flicks. He's got one there.
Luke and Teresa are watching as well. Great to have you.
Message.
Oh, horrible kiss on the 8 ball here.
Can't even see the edge of that, can he?
No,
That's actually is horrible, isn't it?
that
It's
is-
not.
No, you're gonna have to go up and down.
Yeah, one
at
cushion off the
pace.
top, and just trust a bit to luck here, I think. It's a problem with these rules, I find, where you've got to hit a rail when you're fully ball snookered. That's the only thing I don't like about these rules. I think there's no harm in him being able to call total there. I don't really see the benefit of taking that rule out or
Yeah.
not putting that rule in as such. He's hit it and he's come out okay, actually.
Yeah. I mean, Tom will just be nestling up to cause another snooker here, won't he?
Do you not think he'll take this long one and just run through and find the snooker? It's natural.
I mean, yeah, he probably would, because he's the better curious than I am.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to take. I think this could finish fairly safe because it doesn't matter if he finishes high because Ian can't double that past the black. He's took it out
Yeah,
anyway, so
great
yeah.
shot.
And now he's playing to go on the hill. Ian definitely has a resigned look on his face. From what it reminds me a little bit in that sort of thing as Ian Hubbard.
Uh-huh.
Hubbard always looks like he's playing really slowly, and he's actually at pace. Now the OBS just said to me we've reconnected, so I wonder how long we've been disconnected.
Not very long, because people are
Yeah.
still chatting.
Odd. Still got 100 viewers.
Thank you for being here on this Sunday evening at 11 o'clock at night. You love it as much as we do.
Good to see you out so late, Harriet.
Yeah, I thought I'd pop down today and yesterday, so
So he's backed himself yet again with a long red, mid-range red at least. So pop this in, and it's on the hill for Mr. Kennedy. Oh,
that
here. I don't know if that means anything. Let me know if there's any problems with the stream, guys, at your end, because my OBS is jumping in and out all
it
over the
is
place.
freezing. No, it's back. It's back. Yeah, that was a bit of a tweak, as you just saw from Tom. He's left Ian. Oh,
Yeah, he I wouldn't say got away with it because it was a tough shot, but he's
Yeah.
not come out too bad by pushing the black onto the rail. But again, Tom's down so quick. He sees the shot so quickly and he just makes his mind up, doesn't he?
I think it's just tough.
He's missed it again by a fair distance. That's two in a row, same sort of shot.
That was a lot tougher, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, the first one was just a bad miss.
So he's not on the hill, so still
No.
two away, and I fancy that Ian will pop these two away.
Do you think Tom's just going to have a comfort break here? A little comfort break?
Yeah, might.
Go and wash your hands, I think that's what I would probably do.
He's jumping straight in.
Yeah. Fair play. Somewhere to beat tomorrow.
Yeah. He's screwing his face up. He's talking to himself at the table, so I'm sure he'll work his way past those two shots. I'll let them define his weekend for sure.
Solid crunch, but a dry break. You know the old saying, a mistake is punished by 2 frames.
Yeah.
Well, Ian's going to need a little bit more than 2 frames.
Yeah, a few more.
And Reds only have 1 problem ball, and he's going to go after that straight away here. He's going to try and cannon it out. That cannon has gone absolutely perfectly. Or has it just come across the line?
Sorry, Joe. Yeah, me and Harriet were just chewing the cud really about there needing to be another club down in South Kent, where Harriet's from, and how expensive it would be to set it up. So it's not something I've got on my radar just now.
Bit unfortunate there. He played a really nice shot to get it out, and the red that he's hit has just come across the line by fractions. Yeah, maybe smudge, but I think this frame his concentration will go back to 100%, and he'll get it back out of his mind and just play the right shots.
Yeah, I think Tom's so experienced. I doubt he's worrying about the finish line. To be fair, it's very hard not to when you're looking at such a long competition. And he's but he'll always play the right shots. He's too experienced to let that get in his way, I think. But you know, it does affect everybody at some point or another. They say the last frame is the hardest one to win. He's obviously got to win 2 more, so we'll find out if he wins 1 more, I suppose. But Ian definitely won't give up. He won't let him. He'll keep him honest. Ryan was at Jordan, so yeah, still fair old trot.
Yeah, all the way from Folkestone, or where he's based now, Dover or somewhere.
Steve Ritchie.
Who?
He's quite good, this Kennedy fella, yeah. If you knew anything about Paul, Steve, you'd have already known that. I suspect he's kicking himself he tied that yellow up now.
Yeah. Lauren's still plodding away behind the bar, doing a fantastic job, as all your
Superstar.
staff have done this weekend.
Yeah, she's an absolute superstar. She's got another long day tomorrow because I'm going away for the week with my lovely wife.
Where you off to?
Amsterdam.
Lovely, enjoy yourself.
Yeah, it's her birthday this week, so she hasn't been there, so I said we'd go over there for a few days.
Wonderful. Have a wonderful time.
Thank you.
The things we do for Paul, Ryan. The things we do for Paul.
We was just discussing that, Jordan, so you must have missed the conversation. I'd love to be able to put on an event like this and not put restrictions on it for players like yourself and Dave and others. You know, maybe I could get Dylan Leary interested, or Eddie, or both, or Joe Nolte's just sent me a list of players he'd like to get in the next one. Maybe even an 8-man one with a few races to 30. I don't know if that's a good idea, but I'll put the think out cap on and come down and let you buy me another beer.
Oh wow, what a shot.
Oh, do you think he played that? I think he must have done.
I think he did. I think they're planning to screw it into into the red.
Yeah, he was unlucky not to bring the red out. That would might have been shot at the tournament.
You know what? On this brand new cloth, that red might still go, but you have to. Be
Yeah, if he's right behind it.
right behind it.
Yeah. Seems to have upped his pace a little bit.
Yeah,
hasn't it?
and it's working.
Yeah. Although still 5 behind, you know, it's still a big breach, isn't it? Got to win 7-1. 7-1 sounds a little bit more doable than what we was talking about earlier, though, for some strange reason.
9-2
Yeah.
doesn't sound as.
Yeah, you were right. Just chip this one in. Shouldn't really have a problem with the 8 ball. It goes in 5 pockets. But just make sure of the red. Yeah, there you go.
Such a good clearance here. Highlight reel stuff.
That's next on my agenda, actually, Harriet, to get my TikTok account working.
Yeah, the clips and
And
stuff.
yeah, I'll have to take some tips from you on how to do it. So back to within 4. It's not really what Tom needed after those 2 dodgy shots. He didn't need Ian to then take out a clearance like that.
No. I mean,
Oh dear. Adam, rolling back the years, my friend. I still remember the day we qualified for county together. That was a few years ago.
no comment. Is that what I meant to say? Yeah. So cut break. This is going to be a monster.
Oh, yellow roll round the bag, reds rolled off the bag. Oh my God.
I was hoping the momentum would just carrying through.
He clipped them well, but yeah, you're right. What's Tom going to do here? Safe red in the corner, or if he takes something yellow there. Reds actually probably look better.
Hi Joe. Yeah, probably the furthest away watcher from Mexico.
As long as you haven't got that man bun on show, Joe. I've got to show Harriet the picture. So funny.
Oh.
He sent us a picture of him sitting in Mexico, Harriet, with his man bun.
Fair play.
Farron didn't like it.
I mean,
So Farron asked Charlie McDowell to take it off. Classic. Classic.
man bun for life.
Yeah. How long are you out there for, Joe? Of course, there is an option if we were to run it again, to run it over 2 weekends.
True.
We'd have to make sure that they were available for both weekends, obviously.
Good luck.
I'm finding 2 weekends. I don't know what I've just done to myself.
I'm pretty sure you've got enough stick for doing it over
Oh,
one weekend with an interleague.
With an interleague, yeah. it's-
How dare you try and be proactive for the Kent scene?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I explained it to these two boys actually before I left to go over to Charlie's place, and in fairness to them, they both said they preferred it with a busy atmosphere rather than a crucible atmosphere. So
Yeah.
that has kind of helped. Back home second, off to open the fourth. Busy man.
I think
Yeah.
there's too many tilted breaks as it is at the moment, but we're not going to go on to that.
The Pro-Am sounds interesting, Jay. I don't know if you'd get the interest, but it's not been done before, I suppose. Not round this way anyway, so.
He's just opened up all the reds here
Yeah, they've all got a pocket now, haven't they?
Yeah.
Just that one probably does squeeze in, but just the one above the yellow, above the black, that may not go in the corner, but
No, but you can probably nudge it, couldn't you?
yeah, certainly if you
Play,
get good on the one below it,
yeah,
certainly. Yeah.
ASAP really.
Probably want to take the one next to the black hill.
Oh, wow.
I think he's probably still okay, but he's down on it pretty quickly, so it shows that he's.
That's a good idea, Jordan. Run satellites for spaces.
He didn't leave himself well on that, did he?
No.
This is Tom's kind of frame. If he's,
It is.
Yeah.
Although, from what I've seen, his skill shots aren't the best.
Yeah,
but
he's
it's
had a
so
few.
far in the pocket that
Yeah.
it probably won't matter too much.
Yeah. If he gets well on that one between the two
Yeah.
reds, I think that's not too difficult. What's Jordan saying?
Run the satellites.
Satellites. Yeah, we talked about that earlier on, Jay. I think the problem is that the weaker player doesn't enter a competition because the money's too much. They enter don't want to enter the competition because they just don't want to play the better player. To a degree, I mean, a lot of players will enter with the likes of yourself and Dave Fernandez and Joe Prince and what have you in the comp, but for the experience mainly.
So that red just comes
just
straight back up.
Just shows you how much.
Yeah, it was
how
right
far
in the
that
pocket.
But I don't know. I'm not convinced that those lower standard, if you like, for want of a better phrase, players would enter a satellite anyway because they know the eventuality is that they're going to have to play you in the first round and get spanked. But we'll see. Look, we can discuss it. I'm always open. Just have to find a day when you're not at work. Sorry, I meant find a day when you're at work. So you put that back up and then you just put it back down the hole again.
Yeah.
What a waste of time. Yeah, good point. Good point, Faz. Not all working hard like me every day.
Oh. I've actually never seen you behind the bar.
I didn't buy a bar to work behind it, Harriet. I pay other people to do that. I don't mind taking a hit on that. And they're very good at it too, but yeah, it's not for me. I can't stand it. I don't know how I'll be honest, I don't know how they do it.
Oh. That's an 11 o'clock eyesight, that is.
Yeah. That's the first time I've seen Ian do that. He's put his cue down. Must be just taking a bit of a breather, I think. I think he's resigned to this frame being gone. But we said that 2 frames ago and Tom didn't take it out, so let's see if he's got over those 2 shots. Those 2 horrendous shots that he played. Enjoy your holiday next week. It's the wife's birthday, Jordan. I don't know if she's still up listening, I don't know, but between me and you, I class that as work.
You're nothing but selfless, aren't you? You are one of the
Honestly, I don't know how I manage it. It's hard work being such a nice fella. Yeah, pretty standard.
Yeah, he
As long
did
as he
well.
doesn't overhit this, he should be absolutely fine. Yeah, trace of right hand side on that, just to make sure it didn't
Yeah,
float behind the red.
I think he's just going to take his punishment here and just.
Yeah. Top off the rail back again, or would he
no,
roll
I
through?
think he's just going to roll through.
Yeah.
I don't think at this stage you need to do anything silly.
Yeah, he's having a look at that. He'll make his decision once he's on the table, but either way, I think he's fairly safe. Yeah.
Cue it. Just cue it now. So go one frame away.
That's the one thing Tom never fails to do. Is I've noticed that his cue just goes through the ball really well, even if his action is a bit dodgy. Like I said earlier. Almost looks like he wants to try and hit it twice.
Yeah.
Puts it through so well. Yeah, agree, Joe. So that's Tom on the hill. Ian needs them all. 6 frames to play. Maximum. There's a ball. There's another one. Oh, this
If
looks
you want yellows,
ominous. Yeah,
if you want yellows, you want yellows.
yeah. There's a case to make for both, but yellows do look just scrummy, as they say. Well, I say anyway.
Yeah, I agree. Well done for the good work yesterday, Jamie. That was a little bit lax.
Rushed it a bit, but
Yeah. It should be fine.
I think he'll have to just reroute and come back to that one. I think below the black, but unless he takes it now,
I think I'd take it now and just trying to just queue up.
looks like he's going to reroute, and clear the top end first. So
Ooh,
big pocket. Is he okay?
it's okay. He's okay.
Does it go in the middle?
Yeah, it goes in the middle.
Either way, he can now go back to where he was, I suppose, if he wanted to. Take the one in the bottom left, but I think he'll still probably clear the top end of the toe. He's going up.
He's gone up top first.
Got insurance, hasn't he? Bottom ball. He's overscrewed that. He's okay.
Wow.
Yep, hand up from Tom there. He's not what he planned, but he is okay. Especially if it goes in the middle. Yeah, I think he's going to clear these. Take that one last. Yeah, I think I'll do the same. Yeah, good shot. Simple stun up the rail, or stun off the rail, and he's home and hosed. Just a little bit of stun. What's he looking at? Oh, he might go long, roll it through, go long.
Yeah, it's going to go long, isn't he?
Yeah, it's easier to get onto the 8, I suppose, from there. Yeah, perfect. So, one shot away. Or 2 if you're being pedantic.
One shot's fine.
What are you saying about Harriet, Jamie? That's not very fair, is it?
Great shot. Great shot.
I'm sure that's not what you meant, by the way.
Well done, Tom.
Yeah, well done, Tom. That's the end of that comp. So, just remains for me to say thank you to everyone for watching. Thank you, Harriet, for your time this evening. Hope you all enjoyed the comp. We'll run another one shortly, so watch this space. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, like the channel, click the little bell. I think that gives you notifications
when you go live.
Yeah, when we go live.
Yeah.
So thanks very much. I'm stopping the stream now, and we'll catch up with you all shortly.